You got 3.
All right, should be live.
Put the controls on that one.
Which controls?
You need 3 of them?
Yeah, I just wanted to show them the same. Hey guys, hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to UFLY Simulator. Gabriel da Silva, my captain.
I am back.
And Claudio Teixeira, and I'm back as well from Brazil. I was 2 weeks off, my friend, and you can see how tint I am. Yes, thank you very much.
I'm just from Ontario.
Anyway, guys, welcome once again to UFLY Simulator. I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. We have a surprise flight today, just because I came from South America. I feel like the sun, and it was cold today when I came here. Oh my God, the wind was crazy. But anyways, we actually inside a simulator right here in Mississauga, Ontario, in Canada. At our location, it is nearby Pearson Airport. We have a 777 Simulator 200 LR, stands for long range, and we're pretty much ready to go. Today I'm the PF, pilot flying, and he's the PM, pilot monitoring. So he's going to be monitoring all the flight, and we're ready to start. So today we choose to fly American Airlines. By the way, we're not American Airlines company anyway, and we either also not a pilot. We're just doing this for entertainment. We just a few good knowledge, right? Gabriel, what are we flying today? Do you know?
Do I know? You told me.
Yeah, I did.
And I can't remember those names.
Okay.
I know it's from Cuba. It's in Cuba.
Havana.
Okay.
Going
to
Cancun.
Cancun.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So the
All right.
airport code is Havana, Mike Uniform Hotel Alpha, and the destination is Mike Uniform November. Is that check on the CDU?
Yeah, I seen it a little while ago. It's good. So let's go to legs. Yep.
Okay,
First
perfect.
waypoint and then
Perfect. So our CDUs, central display units, right here. We already have downloaded
position.
our flight plan, or not downloaded, but input. Okay, that's all we have to do.
There's the page I wanted.
So, and today's, that's right. So M uniform, Mike Uniform Hotel Alpha to Mike Uniform November. Right. Runway, we are taking off on runway 06.
6, yes.
Okay. And
They're
we
out.
have it here, guys, for you guys to see on our flight plan. Okay. So Havana, right here, all the way to Cancun. It's a short flight. It's not going to take us too long. So you guys will not be bothered with us for too long. So, Captain.
And the altitude will be going at 32,000?
36. Flight
Oh,
level
36?
360.
Okay.
And, Captain, talk to me. So, what's our gross weights today on the plane?
Oh, okay. Let me check it here.
We already set?
Our gross weight is 2003
Tons and 200.
200
Okay, check.
tons. Check.
Our fuel is going to be 28,000.
1,000 kilos.
Check.
Kilos. We're in kilos.
And we have a reserve of 8,000 in reserve, correct? 8,000.
Yes.
Flight level 360. And our cost index is 81. Perfect. Now, our thrust limit page, Captain. And I can show them here as well. Okay. Route. There. Takeoff page. Okay.
Thrust limits right
We
there.
have our V1 speeds as 121. VR speed 145 and V2 160. Okay. That's perfect. So we should have it 160 over there on the yes
Okay.
160.
So you want to explain to them a little bit about the V speeds? Maybe they don't know what that is all about.
We call V speeds as velocities. Okay. V1 stand for decision speed or point of no return.
Right.
VR rotation speed. And V2, in case of engine failure, that's the speed we keep so we don't push the other engine too much.
Which is more or less climb speed.
Yes, climb speed in case of engine failure.
That's right.
Right? Perfect. All right, so we are going to be flying with almost full loaded plane with passengers. That's good for the company, right? We are running on the engines GE90-94B. Okay,
and is that a General Electric, or let me check here? I can
General
check for you.
Electric, yeah, just double check if we have the same engines that we have it here.
Yep.
So our flight today, our plane today is Golf Juliet Echo Quebec and beautiful American Airlines. I just saw a beautiful 777 in Rio de Janeiro, which I recorded in my TikTok video, man. All right, so our first leg will be, first waypoint will be Wolves, and we're going to climb it to 11,000 feet. We have 11,000 feet set here.
Correct.
Runway 06. We have 2 degrees of magnetic deviation. That's why we have the heading as 058.
Yep.
Okay, -2. And we have set the speeds already. Okay, good. So we could go for the checklist. We already set out the flight plan, guys. One of these days, we're going to do a video just for the flight plan. It's a lot of information to talk about it. So we already done this. Everything is loaded into the flight management computer, which we have 3 on the 777. Go for it, my captain. Talk to me.
All right. So do we have an inspection?
We had the inspection outside. Outside is looking good. Beautiful 777. And I'm just going to go around here on my view. Right there. Well, look at that, how it changed the color.
There's a light there. Why?
Yeah. Oh, the truck just left us. All right, coming back inside.
Okay. So next one is oxygen.
Oxygen.
So we go check oxygen.
I'm going to check mine, and you check yours. Great.
Yep, they're both good. FMC, which is the
Loaded.
kit, all loaded. Check. Briefing.
Briefing. Okay, I'm the pilot flying.
Okay.
So that means we'll have the controls on the throttles. So once we clear to line up on the runway 06, we'll then use the throttles about 40%. Give a few seconds for the engines to spool it up. And then once that happens, I'm going to click the toggle. That stands for takeoff and go around. So once I do that, the throttles will move automatically to the takeoff power, which in this particular flight is 92%. And I'm going to keep my hands on the throttles until we pass view 1. View 1, which is, once again, 126. If anything happens before view 1, I'll disconnect the auto throttle, bring the throttles to idle, then use the reverse. We stop the plane completely. You contact the tower because you on the radio. You contact the tower. We will assess the situation if we can or cannot move the plane outside the runway. If we cannot move the plane outside the runway, we then have to go through the emergency evacuation checklist. Once that is done and set, we set a message to the flight attendants, and they will know what to do.
And
now,
I'll verify the evacuation checklist.
Yes. Now, my good captain, if nothing happens to view 1, amen to that. That means
continue.
From that moment on, we must fly no matter what happens. Cannot come back because we don't have enough runway to stop the plane. From that moment on, my hand will go to the yoke, okay? And praise God, we gotta go. So then we wait for the second speed called VR rotate, and that's when I'm gonna pull back.
And
okay?
what's the
and
plan?
you're gonna watch a little tiny of yours, my good captain.
And what's the plan of taking over? Is it 400, 500,000? Well, you have a plan to take over at certain altitude?
You know what? I just been away for a while, and I miss my baby. You know.
Okay, so
I'm
continue.
I'm gonna fly it until we reach 15,000 feet, and then we engage the autopilot. Okay. Even though if you wanted to engage the LNAV and VNAV before that, by all means.
I will.
Okay. Great. So that's the briefing. Continue on, my good captain.
Altimeters and flight instruments.
We have 2991, so I'm going to set mine to 2992.
Okay, so
2992. Oh, we had actually 2991. That's fine. Altogether. That's good. 2991.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 2, but it's okay. It's
Yeah.
there. It's there.
Perfect.
All right. So parking brake.
Parking brake is off
right now. Yes.
We have the shock blocks holding the tires.
Fuel control switches.
Both cut off, and we can see here the engines are now working.
And I'll cross-check that. And transponder.
Transponder is still on standby,
Okay,
right here.
Standby is correct.
And I already set to TARA.
Okay, we test that. And logbooks and
Complete.
complete. APU is on, correct?
APU is running, and we can see here APU
So that
is
means
what's bringing.
That means we have disconnected from the terminal, correct?
Yes.
And we're good with that. Okay, good. All right. So
But on the
flight checklist complete. So
Guys, just before we continue on, we have guests here today. Leandro
yes.
and his son Lucas is here visit us. Yeah, very good. They're in the back seat, and eventually I'll show them around right there. See, so they're here to assess what we're doing to improve our videos for you guys. So basically, we're just starting this, in a very low profile. It's no one else is financing us. We're doing our own. So we're basically trying to improve the cameras as we can, so we'll be a better quality for you guys in the future. So that's why they're here. They're gonna go do some suggestions for us later on, right? Guys, thank you very much for coming, and God bless you. And besides that, we have Ryan here. Poor guy. Nobody talks about him. He's
all
out
right.
there almost crying. We can also see him right there, and he bought a new table today. Things are getting fancy here, guys. All right. Anyways, so
all
keep
right,
going.
So before start checklist.
All right, before we do that, we still have the doors open. Of course, we are just a simulator. We don't have any passengers. However, we have 3 special people in the back seat here, right? So, but we can always simulate that as well. That's the beauty of a simulator. Man, you do forget things, you know.
Here, just go like that. Here.
You do forget things. Hold on a
Done,
second.
done.
I got it. Hold on a second.
logo.
Okay. Okay, door is now being closed. Continue on, Captain.
All right, so cabin windows
Cabin windows are all locked and
all
closed.
locked,
Good.
closed. Okay. The seatbelt signs.
Seatbelt signs
Well, everybody's tucked in.
on. No smoking sign on.
It's already on. Okay, hydraulic pumps.
Hydraulic pumps. We're gonna start with the left engine,
Yep.
right engine, and the valves. Plus C1, C2 out on auto.
Okay, fuel quantity. We
Fuel
have
quantity we have enough.
We have
21.
enough. Okay, fuel pumps.
Fuel pumps on. 2 pumps on the left tank. 2 pumps on the right tank.
And center
2
tanks.
pumps in the center tank.
All checked. Beacon.
Beacon is on. 7 logo lights are on.
All right. MC. Auto.
Set, so we
all
can
set,
turn it
So
on.
we can reset this.
And flight director on.
we got it.
Good.
Okay. CDU reference speeds.
All done.
All
Set.
done. Yeah.
Trim set. We have a trim. Let me just double
And
check it
just-
here. I can show you guys here.
Yep.
For the flight controls, we have a trim of 5.50, precisely what we have in our computer right there. See, 5.50.
Yep.
Good.
And also there's a little one right here, a manual one.
And it shows on the green.
and check.
Yes. Good.
Okay. Okay, and doors are closed.
Now
We-
doors are all closed, and we're gonna lock the door behind us. Nobody can come in.
Okay. Start checklist.
All right. So now it's time for you, Captain.
Okay, before or after. No, sorry.
So
Before.
somebody else
And-
is rusty as well. All right. I'm
know,
not
eh?
the only one. Good. So you know what? Let's request for pushback, Gabriel.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna be on the radio, right?
Yep.
Say ready to say.
Yep.
Okay.
Push back, please. Or he's gonna say, well. Yeah, push back, please. How come I got this mixed up? Oh, okay. Park and brake set.
Tell him brake and brake set.
Brakes released. All right, so I'll turn that off. So now, what are we waiting for? Is for him to tell us we're all clear to start up the engines.
Mm-hmm.
So Claudio, which way you think they're gonna turn us?
Good thing. I'm gonna say they're gonna turn us to the left. What they're supposed to turn us anyways.
So nose left.
Nose left.
So we would start up the right engine.
If we go left, we
Oh,
start
left
the left
engine.
engine.
Yeah.
There you go. So the engine further from the building first. Jan 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 jan. Jan 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 to the left.
Ah.
Oh man.
So we're gonna
Don't
start
like
up
that.
the right engine.
We're gonna start the right engine. So engine starter. We're clear to start the engine.
Okay,
So start right engine, please. click to start.
I think you should do that because I can't reach anymore. Okay, there you go.
Stretch, my friend.
Can you put that? Oh, you have
Yes,
the page
I
up
can.
already.
So
Perfect.
we're gonna put it here. Look it over here, N2, which is the inside fan. You can see it's rotating. Then it gives pressure to N1, which is the outside fan. Then we go back here to the oil pressure and wait until it gets to 8. And then Gabriel is gonna pull the fuel valve on. Go for it. Okay.
And 20 seconds later, we'll have some fuel flow.
Set the parking brake, Gabriel. Tell
Parking
him
brake
parking brake
set.
set. Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
There
Oh,
we go.
revoir, arrivederci. Adios, muchacho. Oh, muchacha.
All
Okay.
right, so we're just waiting for it to stabilize.
Right engine is stabilizing, and we can see the oil pressure is rising. Oil temperature is good. Vibration is very good. So let's start left engine, please. I don't like this. Why is doing that? Okay. Okay. Same principle. We
we're
look
just
into the
waiting for
end to
the,
rotate.
Yep.
Go back to N1. Then we look at here to the oil pressure to rise until it gets to 8. Then fuel flow valve lift. Everything good? Everything good? Good for you? It's good for me. And it's good for both of us.
Okay, fuel is up
Fuel is up.
and waiting for the fuel flow.
Fuel flow right
So
here, guys.
Just because I put the fuel on doesn't mean it's going to give fuel right away. It has a certain time. It does it all automatically.
And the beauty of the 777 is everything automatic.
That's beautiful.
The only thing that the pilots will have to watch is for the EGT, what stands for exhaust gas temperature, to keep it in a good temperature, not go over the red line. Correct?
Correct.
So we can see the right engine has stabilized already. Left engine hasn't yet.
Now,
So
I want to add something, Claudio. Since
Yes,
we're
sir.
go back to that page, please. And now, since our gas prices are so high lately, aren't they?
Yes.
And I just like to mention that fuel flow that represents kilos. Okay. That represents 1,800 kilos an hour of fuel on idle.
On idle.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
So, taking up more gas prices, eh?
Yeah, this guy here really burns fuel.
Yeah.
All right, so let me
So
go
let's
for
go
the
back.
flight
Yep.
controls.
All right.
And I'm going to do something that's very important for us to do before we continue on, is to check the flight controls. So with my hands on the yoke, I'm going to check the elevator. Good. Full right. The ailerons are working. Full left. Good. And using the rudder left and right.
Right. All checked.
Oh, good.
All right. So can I continue with the after start
Yes,
checklist?
you can, my captain.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Engines de-icing.
Auto.
Check. Recalls. Any recalls?
Recalls. We do have one recall, which
That's
is
the
a TCAS.
Okay.
And we're just going to put the TCAS on standby.
Okay. Auto brakes.
Auto brakes to RTO stands for
Yep.
reject takeoff.
Check. And flaps. We put it
And
on.
flaps to flaps.
5.
What do we have? Flaps 5 set up.
Yep.
Perfect.
Final loader sheet. We received
Received.
it already. Received. And flight deck door again. It's confirmed locked. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So we can taxi. All right.
Okay,
This
so,
is can I use the 777? You fly 777 or?
well, we actually fly in American Airlines today,
Oh, wow.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, American Airlines. If I can, American
What-
Airlines flight 656.
656.
Yep.
American Airlines 656 requesting for taxi. Okay, and then it would come back and say you are clear for taxi, and it would give us the taxi numbers and taxiways, and so on. So we're out there.
So usually the captain is the one who taxis the plane only. You would be using the tiller.
Usually in the
But we're not a usual company. We are different, okay? So the co-pilot, the FO, is going to taxi the plane.
well, the thing is, because a lot of companies only have one tiller. A tiller is the one we use for
The nose wheel.
The nose wheel. So they usually put it on the captain's side. Unfortunately, the co-pilot doesn't have that option until he's on this side, right?
Yeah, but here we do.
But we have both.
Now, Ryan, you can see the camera there, right? People can see my hand here. So before we continue, clear on the right, Captain? Captain?
Clear on the right.
On the left. I say on the right. You say on the left.
You told me to say clear on the right.
No, clear on the right is my side.
Clear on the left.
All right, all right. People are going to think those guys are crazy. I won't fly with them at all. Okay, I'm going to make a right turn here.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to be on a taxiway so I can
My taxi lights are on.
do the before takeoff checklist. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, quick question while you guys are taxiing. We have from Matthew asking, what is our destination?
Cancun.
Cancun.
Cancun, muchacho.
Cancun.
And where are we now?
We
In
are
Havana, Cuba.
Cuba.
Alex is asking, they must be real pilots.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
God bless you. God bless you. Okay, you're
Okay.
doing good.
Okay. So
Guys, thank you for watching us. Really appreciate it. We were busy here for the before takeoff briefing and our preparation. Now I'm trying to concentrate here, as you guys can see.
now
I'm trying to concentrate on the center yellow line.
now I'm gonna get Claudio to concentrate on two things.
Look at that beautiful plane.
Okay, you ready for this one?
Yes.
Flaps,
5 and green.
transponders.
Transponders on standby and TARA.
Okay.
Check.
Flight controls. You already did it, right?
Check.
And trim. You
Trim
did it already.
set. Yes.
And alert the crew. Okay. Let's see if I can remember to do this one. Can you steer at the same time?
I can do a lot of things at the same time, Captain. Yes, I can.
All right.
We have Ramit asking, how many years do you need to become a good pilot?
Depends how well you can learn and how fast you can learn. But yeah, it takes a lot of hours. A lot of hours to do that. It all depends how high you want to.
Man,
How up the scale you want to go. How far.
look at how the stars.
So
So
I hope
pretty.
that answered that question. It's hard to tell how many years because
It's not easy.
everybody's different and everybody's situation is different. Some people can do it in a few years. Some people could do it in can't do it in a few years. Have to do more.
Well, you start flying a PPL, private
Yeah.
pilot license,
So
right?
that'll
Which is
take-
just flying a single engine plane, daytime, good weather condition. Look at that kamikaze guy.
We have
BB. We don't have that.
we
BB,
have
get out.
Hoagie on YouTube asking, how long is the flight?
Oh, it's about
It's just over an hour.
yeah, just over an hour.
Well, depends how many yellow lights we're gonna get it, right? So, Gabriel, what's the ground speed right now? Can you show them the ground speed so they
Yes.
can see it?
I don't know
what
which
we're looking at.
Which camera does? I'm not sure.
It's just the back one. You'll have to say it. It's not clear enough to pick
It's
it
not
up.
clear enough.
No, it's
Well,
too
it's
small.
anyway. I'll point it here. Up here, we got a ground speed here, and also we have it down at the bottom here. It's on this side. I don't know. If
So
you
what
can
are we
see
at,
that.
Gabriel? What are
But
we at?
14 knots right now on the ground,
So, what's one?
which is normal. We can't go. We can't extend 30 knots. It's not. It's against the rules, and there's another reason for it. If we go past 30 knots, the front wheel will lock.
We'll lock.
Will lock, so we won't have any control on the our tiller, or only on the pedals, and the pedals only 30 degrees.
And besides, the reason for this is a $300 million plane. So
It's very heavy,
There's
too.
no need for you to go too fast when you're taxiing nearby the airport with people, cars, trucks, buses, other planes.
it won't actually
right?
it won't actually make the turn if
Yeah.
you go over. So
And you know what,
we
Captain?
keep it low.
we making the pay by hour. What's your hurry? Slow down.
Yeah. So yes, we have to watch our speed on taxi.
Yes.
That's
so,
the answer.
So right now we are 20, which is
fine on straight, but when Claudia comes to a turn,
a turn.
you're gonna come right down to 15, around 15, 16.
So we have Cruss on TikTok asking, what is your guys' favorite planes to fly?
777.
The plane they're flying, they're biased.
No, look at this. Look at my water cooler. UFLY 777. Yeah. So, Gabriel, we started flying together in a simulator back, 25 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1995.
Yeah,
95.
home version of it.
Home version of it. And our favorite plane back then was the 747.
747.
Yeah,
Yes.
400,
400.
which is the older cousin for the 777. They're pretty much similar in everything. Basically, the 400, the 747 has 4 engines, and the 777 has
there's
2
two.
engines.
Basically, it's the same type, but same concept. Even the color is
It's
the
all
same.
the same, yeah. It's
Yeah.
very, and the reason for this is they knew the 747 was eventually would transition out because of the fuel consumption, and the 777 would take over. So easier for the pilots to transit from one plane to another.
To another, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. Any other questions? No?
All right, I gotta keep my speed here, guys. I'm just gonna get my seat a little closer and make sure that I'm comfortable, which I am. Ryan, is this camera here working?
The outside one?
No, this one here?
No,
No?
that is not.
What happened?
It hasn't been on any of the streams.
Really?
Yeah.
It was working before.
It's because we added one more camera on the backside.
Oh, okay.
We have a question from RealBlocks Gaming on YouTube asking, can I fly a Piper Warrior with a sport pilot license?
I have.
That's a pretty specific question.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Um,
I'm not going to answer that because I'm not sure. And well,
Yeah, they don't want to answer too specific with that kind of thing because you would have to look into what aircraft your sport license covers.
Yes.
But I know the sport license does cover some single-engine aircraft and gliders. But again, you'd have to check with your local flying club or your local flight administration to see if that aircraft is under that license.
All right, so I just slowed down for the turn. We're now going to stop here on short on runway 06. And
06.
okay, right here, we can see the signs over there. We are on a taxiway Alpha. So Gabriel, so before
that's
takeoff,
American Airlines?
checklist, please.
So, American Airlines, we are short on taxi Alpha 6, requesting for takeoff.
And you want to go through the before takeoff checklist?
I think we did already.
You did already?
I think so. After start, and yeah, we did. It's just after.
Okay, after takeoff.
Yeah.
All right,
So we
so
did.
they clear, so
Yes, we
Li-
did. We are cleared.
okay, we are now clear
We're-
to line up on runway 06.
Okay, we are cleared on the left, and
Okay,
you are clear on
strobe
the
lights
right.
on, runway lights on, landing lights on, and tax lights off. Okay, throttles to idle once again. I'm just gonna go nice and easy, turning left, right there. I'm gonna overshoot because the nose wheel is behind us about 10 feet. I'm overshooting it, then lining up here.
On runway.
So we'll get to your question in a second, Bill, as soon as we get the aircraft stabilized in the air.
Okay, Bill, hold on a second, okay?
All
All right.
There we go. Off we go.
Okay, we clear takeoff. I have control.
You have control.
All right, throttles to about 40%. And you guys can see here, 40%, the engines are stable. I'm going to click toggle. Throttles will move by itself. I'll keep my hand here. Some airlines will have the captain with the hands.
With the hand here.
Yeah, it depends.
I'm not a captain yet, so
Thrust ref and speed alive.
speed alive check. 80 knots.
Check.
Cross check. There's V1.
Okay,
Rotate.
here we go. To the sky.
Pause and rate.
Gear up, please. Flaps one.
Flaps 1.
So Gabriel, show them what I'm doing here with the flight director.
Do they see the flight director?
Yep. See
Which
it right?
one? Mine or yours?
I don't know. Do they see it? Ryan?
Do they see the flight director?
They can see a little bit of it on Gabriel's side.
Oh, on my side. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So right now, if Claudio gets back on track here, there's two magenta lines here, and what we try to do on flight director is put those two lines on a little box. Once we do that, the airplane will do the rest. We just keep those two boxes, and that's it. It's like a video game at this point. There's other ways of flying the airplane, but this is one of the airline ways of and we'll keep it on the box, the 2 lines on the box until we hit autopilot, and then it takes over.
Gabriel, we're just being clear to turn left, heading 330.
330, okay. Heading 330.
So now, as you guys can see, the line moves, and I'm trying to keep the plane's nose right in the center of the cross. That's all I'm doing. I'm just looking over there. And
330.
perfect. Speed 230, please. And flaps up.
230.
230.
And flaps.
Can you guys turn down the floodlights on the main panel on the MCP?
Yes, we can.
Just a little bit so the camera can see that better. Perfect.
Like that, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have some great questions here, guys. As soon as we are finished with our takeoff
230.
procedure towards
230.
cruising, we will answer
Sorry,
these questions.
230 on the speed. 230, speed.
230.
Good. And heading 240. And flaps up, please.
So let me know when you guys
Flaps
are
are
good
up.
for questions.
Okay, just let us finish the turn.
Yep.
We're right here. See, we're doing the turn, going heading 240. Gabriel, would you please reset our first waypoint?
So that'll be the next
No,
one.
copy and paste. No, first one is fine. Oh,
First one's fine.
yeah, you want to go to the... Okay, we're clear to go to Narco. That's good. Set it up, execute, and correct the heading for me, please.
Correct heading. All right.
Okay, so 5,500 to 11,000.
American Airlines, 5,000 to 11,000. Okay, Claudio, they asked us to go to 15,000. All right.
Okay, right on.
For now, and then they'll tell us to go even more.
Adios!
Look
Adios!
at that view, huh? What a
Look,
view. In
what a
front.
view. What beautiful. Okay, see? Not bad, huh? Captain, not bad at all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, increase our speed to 250, please.
250.
And
On speed.
6,800 to 15,000.
Yes. They asked us to go up there, so I don't have to
Okay.
call anymore.
So, okay, what was the question?
All right. Well, hang on about the question. We are cleared for 36,000.
Okay, set it up
Okay.
36,000. Flight level 360.
Okay. All right. So you continue. You're flying. And what was the question?
So we have a bunch from across the board. So just a huge shout out to everyone on YouTube and Twitch today that are asking questions, much more active than the last stream. We had that question from Real Blocks asking about the sport license. After that, we have AGN making a comment saying very experienced crew. So thank you to AGN.
Thank you.
Adrian.
We have Vince Adriel asking, do you prefer the GE90s on the 777 or the PW4090s?
That's from one is from
Pratt and
General
Whitney.
Yeah,
One's Pratt and Whitney and the other one's General.
yeah.
Pratt and Whitney. I
yeah.
prefer General Electric myself.
Me too.
But
Autopilot on,
every
please. Again?
every company has its own little.
Yeah, it's just preference and
Yeah.
who they're partnered with in terms of what engine you get on the aircraft.
They're all good. They pass the same specs. Okay.
So we have an experienced actual pilot that works in an airline named Loadfix on Twitch, and he was actually asking why the captain is on the right-hand seat because he
that's
saw the
because-
stripes, right? So
No, that's because he's the captain, and I'm learning to be the captain.
there you go. So
I'm
he actually
sitting-
did make that comment. He asked, why is he on the right-hand side?
Good eyes, huh? Good
But
eyes.
he also said, let me scroll down here. He said the reason is the FO could be doing his captain's upgrade, which is
There
what
you
you
go.
said. So
Perfect.
there you go.
Yeah.
We have James asking, while trying to get your flight hours for a commercial license, could you work as a first officer? So if you're actually getting your hours for your commercial license, are you asking specifically whether you can work in an airline, or
Yes.
are you talking about can you gain hours as like a flight instructor or something like that? Because they're two different, very different things.
You can't work for an airline if you don't have your commercial.
Yeah, so you need
Yeah.
to get your
Basically.
commercial, and you need to get certified by the airline, usually through a training program, to get a type rating for the specific aircraft.
Yes, after.
So we approaching 18,000 right now. We're going to 16,000. Soon as we get to 18,000 here, we're gonna go to a barrel and we're gonna put a standard, both of us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you something. I'm only gonna do myself. Gabriel won't do for the time being, and we're gonna get a message here
That-
on the ECAS engines indicator and crew alert system.
So we have another great question from Bill on TikTok asking, can you get ATC practice in this sim? I'm working on IFR. So yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can
Yes,
get
yeah.
you can get air traffic from a live air traffic network, or you can also have a technician sit in the back, simulate your air traffic control while you're flying up front.
See,
That
there
would be
you
the
go.
best one in my opinion.
See that, guys? Barrel set disagree because I put mine in standard. Gabriel hasn't. See, if one of the pilots forget, we got the message. So go ahead,
Yeah.
Gabriel, clear.
The message clears.
Now for one more procedure, we go to the recall. We go to the recall here. We
Yeah.
make sure there's no message.
no
We're good.
recalls. Yes.
All right. So, guys, just give us a second. We have to go after takeoff checklist. And Gabriel, please, can you read out, please?
Yep. Yeah, now I gotta put this line on. After takeoff. Okay, gear.
Up.
Landing gear. Up. Check. Flaps.
Up.
Up.
Check.
Anti-ice. They're all
Anti-ice
on
auto.
Uh,
Auto brakes to off position.
I don't see auto brakes, but lights. They're all
All
off
off.
now. Yeah.
Just keeping the strobe lights on, of
and
course.
APU, you want to turn them off or?
APU off, please. We should have done in the ground. We forgot.
Okay.
See?
No, it's on this one, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Again, asking where were you first and where are you going?
We just took off from Cuba, Havana. Right now we're flying Cuba, and I'm actually gonna show outside a little bit the plane. Look at that. Let me just go
It's getting,
around here.
it's getting dark, eh?
It is. Right there. And let me zoom out a little bit. Look at that.
view.
Look at the sky.
So there you go. A lot of you guys on TikTok are asking about curvature. So you can kind of see a little bit of curvature from the outside view.
Yeah, but at this altitude, we're only at 25,000.
You can still see a little bit, not as much.
Not
as,
much.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Not
be
significant amounts.
in
Yeah.
the real view. It'll be really flat. Yeah, like it'll be like leveled. You have to go over 60,000 so you can actually see a curvage.
We have a comment from Raid. It's a funny one, saying, "Imagine being on TikTok and in the plane, and you see your pilots live on TikTok."
That would be funny and illegal.
That'd be good. Yeah.
That's the beauty of a simulator, guys.
Yeah, I don't think they ever have that.
No.
No.
So
Right.
for the pilots, anytime we answer any of the TikTok questions, I'll tell you guys the username. Just respond by saying to the username and then the answer. Okay?
Okay.
So we have a question from Kana, again similar to LoadFix on Twitch, asking why is the captain on the left side and first officer on the right side all the time, but it's swapped right now.
Okay.
So the first part is asking why does the captain fly on the left and why first officer on the right during regular flights.
The co-pilot is actually on training for being captain, so he will sit on this side, on the
Eventually.
captain's side.
Eventually.
Yeah. Once a co-pilot is accepted to be trained for a captain, he will sit on the captain's seat, and the captain will sit on the co-pilot seat.
Right.
That's that reason.
And then we have a question from Skeezy asking how big of a threat is icing on the wing during winter?
Nowadays is not really a threat because we always have the de-icing on auto. and that means, and if it really
In
gets
flight?
bad, if it really gets,
So in reality, it is a threat,
it is a
but
threat.
we have
yes.
technology to counter it.
We don't
Yeah.
really worry about it no more, kind of
We,
deal.
we do worry.
anyway.
We just prepare for it. Better prepare, right?
The only time that really critical is on the ground when the wings are full of snow. We don't know what's underneath the snow, so we have to get it de-iced to get it all cleared. But once we start going, the only thing we have to worry about is the front of the wings. It will build up ice if we don't melt it. Yeah.
Okay, reminder, Gabriel. So if I say that there's a question from Seth, say, "Hey, Seth," and then answer, because they can't hear me. You guys are the ones mic'd up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
For
That- okay.
TikTok. The other ones on Twitch and YouTube can hear me.
ASAP.
Okay, so another question from Seth on TikTok, saying, "How do you guys come up with the numbers that you call height and directions?" So I think he's talking about when Claudio tells you to set a speed or altitude on the MCP.
Oh, Claude, you want to answer that? Or you want
I
me to?
said, well, yes, I was the pilot flying, so that means I was flying the plane. So anything that I'm flying the plane, I ask the pilot monitoring to set up for me. Okay. So once the autopilot's on, then I'm the one who's going to be doing the changes because I'm the one flying the plane. So I'll make the commands for the autopilot on the MCP.
Okay, Sat. I think Sat, right?
That's from Seth.
I think he
Yeah.
wanted to know how do you come up with the numbers.
So
Well,
flight
Sat,
planning.
What numbers?
those numbers.
So
like
how do
the-
you know what speed
what
to
flaps,
go,
what
what
this-
altitude to go, stuff like that?
Usually the pilot knows at a certain speed that we get so used to it, we know what numbers come next. But this plane is so smart that if you look down here, I don't know if you can see that down here, it'll actually tell you this is the speed you're going, this is the flaps you need, and so on, so on. And it keeps changing. But
and,
we get
and all of that is pre-planned.
and
on a
it's,
flight.
On
it's
the
all,
flight
it's
plan,
all
yeah.
in the computer,
Yeah.
yes. In the smaller planes, we don't have that.
So by the way, just give me a second. Did you guys just heard a beep? That beep was the plane telling us 1,000 to go, and we say to one another 1 to go. Okay.
1 to go.
So we set up 36,000. When we reach 35, we got the beep. Just a reminder. Hey guys, 1,000 to go or 1 to go.
So getting back to that question, so when we're flying smaller planes, now we don't have the FMC or flight management computer. So what we do is we memorize the certain takeoff speeds, climb speed, cruise speed. We all memorize that. We know the airplane. We get familiar with the airplane, and we follow those particular little rules that we have. So, you know, but in an airline, it's all there. I mean, so that's the answer. For
Now,
that.
Leandro has been here at UFLY now for a long time. He helped us fixing our computers, setting our computers. He's the one who set up our website. And one time we had a problem here into our projectors. Okay, so if you guys just quick look at our computer here, see, this is just projectors. Okay, so we have a program that warpalize the flat screen into a round wall, and we have a crash on the program. Leandro and I, we spent 3 nights here, starting 7 o'clock at night until 5 o'clock in the morning, and making the adjustments. Leandro didn't know anything about it on the adjustment on that particular program, and he learned from scratch.
Back then he didn't.
Yeah.
Now he does.
So now he does, and we've done a few adjustments after that as well. But and then we saved the program in a backstage on the computer in a separate server. So if that crash happens again, we're good. But all this point of mine to saying that Leandro knew Gabriel back then, he was so shy. Now he's talking. He blah 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 blah
I think
blah blah
I
blah.
talk too much now.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm
But you were
starting
shy
to- I'm
I'm
before.
starting to be like
that's
you
the,
now.
That's the whole point of the stream.
Yeah, you're more relaxed. You know what? I came back from Brazil. I just arrived this morning, and I came here to do a quick video on TikTok, you know, telling people about the live stream tonight. And Leon, which is one of our instructors here from Australia, he was just seeing me flying and talking and doing all this, do that. And when we finished the record, he says, "How can you do all that? How you know all that?" You know, man, you just got used to the camera. You got used to talking, and you're just natural. Okay, of course, we just have to behave. I'm not saying any bad words on any kind of this. That's not the deal here, and not to give some wrong information. By the way, guys, we're not pilots. Okay, just to let you know, we're just big time enthusiastic, airplane lovers. And airplane lovers, okay? Airplanes, don't get me wrong. All right, don't get me wrong. By the way,
But we do have
by the
real
way, and I'm
real
married. Yes,
pilots
I am.
here. We do have real pilots as
Yeah,
instructors
we
here.
do have real pilots here.
We do, we
Yeah.
do, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another question from Real Blocks on YouTube
Hi, Real Blocks.
asking-
How are you?
asking, I'm mildly colorblind. Can I still fly a small plane just for fun, such as a Piper? So that's another
That's another.
That's another tricky one. I would say you should definitely, when you get your medical done for your PPL, you will have to do a eye exam anyway, and they'll tell you whether or not you are allowed to fly depending on the severity and the type of
Yes.
color blindness you have.
That's right. Yeah.
Because some people have certain color blindness that does allow them, but it depends on what type of colors you can and can't see. So again, that's something you'd have to talk to a medical professional about to get a perfect, precise answer.
Right answer. Yeah.
Freedom of Flight says, hello, Claudio. Andrew here. So
Hi, Andrew. How are you? Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Andrew, how you doing, Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, he's watching.
He's
How you
watching.
doing?
You can turn the light above you on the lamp, and then you can wave to the camera in front of you, so you don't have to turn around. There you go.
Hi,
There you
Andrew.
go.
How you doing, man? You never came over again to visit us, huh? You
He's-
got rich.
he's
You got
too-
rich.
No,
You got
he-
rich, yeah.
He's too busy flying.
Yeah, he's too busy flying, yeah. I seen some videos of him.
Yeah.
But anyways,
have-
come over sometime. We just had a pizza tonight. Before the flight, we were supposed to do the pizza in flight so we can show people pilots also eat. But I was so hungry, I could not wait. I had to eat before the
Well,
flight.
You're gonna break your rule. We can't eat on over here. On the
Yeah,
sim.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Cole on TikTok. Not a
Cole.
question, but he says that's some scenery. So he's enjoying the scenery outside. Let's go to the outside view again.
Thank
real
you,
quick.
thank you. Let me turn this light off a little bit.
Check that out.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at the stars. So we're flying the American airline livery today. Once again, I do see a bunch of comments on TikTok. So this is not a real flight. We're actually a simulator, a full cockpit simulator. And we're simulating a full flight just to give you guys the experience and the entertainment. And we're not following any standard operating procedures. So
No, not at all.
we are following
Well,
entertainment
we're kinda-
procedures.
We're kind of going along, and a little bit here, a little bit there.
Yeah, mix and matching,
Yeah.
if you will, and
Yeah.
that is why we're able to, well, fly as American Airlines, because obviously we're not actually American Airlines.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to show them something very cool. Okay? Give us a second, guys. Eow. Let's see if I can do that.
At night, maybe.
Nah, I don't think you'll be
I
able
don't
to
think
Look
see it
at
now.
those two handsome guys. Hello! It's me!
You can't see them too good today.
I know.
All right, back to the cockpit.
Yes, no more fooling around. Thank you very much.
So we have Gersel on TikTok asking, how can you have internet in the sky?
Well, we're not in the sky. We're in a simulator.
But
We're
they do
we're
have
on the
internet
ground.
nowadays. Once again, technology, guys. Planes now have internet. They also, some airlines will give internet for free. Some airlines will give internet for their club members, flight frequent flyers members. Some airlines will charge them extra for internet above 10,000 feet, and it's all connected through the satellite, guys. Technology.
All right, so we have a bunch of questions asking, what aircraft are you flying?
777-200 LR, long range. 200, it's the shortest.
So we have a comment actually from a username named Airbus
Name of
asking-
Airbus.
asking, is this Airbus or Boeing?
Boeing.
Unfortunately, so clearly
Boeing.
they like Airbus, but we're flying Boeing.
Okay, Boeing has the yoke. Okay? And Airbus would have the side stick.
That's right.
So basically they have a table here for using the laptop or for eating.
For eating. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have Vince asking, what's your favorite 777 variant, the 200 series or the 300?
Well,
They're both.
they're inside. They're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Okay, a few little difference between them. We have the 200, which is a little shorter one than the 300. 300 is just longer, more passengers, more cargo load. But inside, overall, is pretty much the same. Just a few little changes between the cockpit.
Yeah, just basically one is heavier than the other. Kind of deal.
You got it.
We have Oliver Mans on TikTok asking, how long have you guys been flying? So I guess answer that question in two parts. How long is our flight now, and how long have you guys been flying the simulator?
Okay, what was his name again?
Oliver.
Oliver. Hey, Oliver.
Oliver.
Thank you for watching us. Right now, we are flying to Mucky, which is 8.9 nautical miles away from it. And you guys can see here a little bit. That's us here in the triangle. We're going to make a left turn. And I can see from us to there 40. I can zoom out. And 80. So we are about 120 nautical miles away from our destination right now. And Gabriel can check that.
So we're to which one? To Nos.
So 163. That's exactly our distance for our destination. 163 nautical miles. At the very bottom, right there on the left.
So
Left.
I'd
Left.
say
Two-
from the
208.
gate,
Left.
Sorry.
from the gate to
Yeah.
now,
Yeah,
it's been about 52 minutes
Say it
so
again?
far. From the gate to where we are now, it's been about 52 minutes.
Okay.
So we have a little bit more
I
to go.
wanted to
The
go to
flight itself is about a little bit over an hour, and we're going to be reaching our top of descent pretty soon here.
Pretty soon. So another 50 nautical miles, which is going to go zoop.
And then I guess the second part of the question, how long have you been flying overall? So we just celebrated our 10th anniversary.
Yes, last October 27th, 26th, UFLY was 10 years old. So our 10th anniversary. And myself, before I answer that question, how long I'll be flying, so I'm going to say that I started flying when I was 5. So that way I don't give my age. Right?
Since you were well, since you were what?
Since I was 5.
5. Oh boy, that's a long way.
Yeah. Don't let this gray hair fool you, okay?
Now I've been around simulators at least 15 years, eh?
More.
More, maybe
More.
more. 20, right? 20.
Gabriel, you
Okay.
start Microsoft
Way back,
95,
yeah.
95.
But I don't consider those days. I go further forward because
You don't consider those days? I
no,
do.
because it was
I consider all
it
the
was
days,
a learning,
man.
a learning. It was just learning how to operate these systems and all that. So 15 is a good number.
Guys, quickly look over here on MCP, okay? AP, autopilot, altitude, 36,000, okay? Flight level 360. You take 2 zeros out. Vertical speed, we don't have nothing because we are flying level. Heading, we're going to correct our heading. And we're going to improve the cameras. That's why Leandro is here and Ryan's here. Now, we are flying LNAV and VNAV. Lateral and vertical,
Vertical.
right?
So the LNAV is this way. Okay, that keeps us on track, and the vertical or VNAV is keeps us leveled.
Yep.
So up
And
and,
you-
down.
And you can see the next waypoint is called Walkie, 30 nautical miles away from it. And at Walkie, we're still at the flight level 360. The next one after that, we're going to start a descent, flight level 280. And you guys can see here a little green, top of descent, TD, not a bank, okay? Top of descent.
And on this airplane also
TD is not paying us to do any commercial, okay?
V-
Not as yet. But hey, anybody from TT watching us, hey, support us, okay? By
So
all means.
I'm gonna add something to that.
Yes,
And
please
VNAV
do.
also controls the speed when we have the flight management computer on. So
So
If-
Gabriel, we have a question for you
Oh.
from Freedom of Flight asking, are you still a licensed pilot, and if you are, do you fly often?
I did take my PPL But no, I don't fly anymore. No.
So yeah, he doesn't fly often unless it's with friends that do
Yeah.
fly actively.
Yeah.
So we have another question from Vince on YouTube, asking,
Hey Vince, how are you?
do you think that the A350 1000s are a good replacement for the 777 family? Now this question might have mixed answers because they're again biased to the 777, but from somebody who's unbiased in the back, I do like the A350. I think it's a beautiful plane.
Okay, A350, it is a beautiful plane, no doubt about it. Definitely a competition to the 777. Okay, and by the way, the 777 main landing gear has 3 sets of wheels,
It's the same.
and
as
the 350 1000 also
1000.
have a 3.
So don't get them confused.
and it's very easy for you to confuse.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
how you know from the outside point of view that is a 350, Airbus 350? Because the wingtips.
Yeah, winglets.
Yeah,
Because the winglets.
yeah.
So we have
I look at the back.
we have Carlos greeting us from Puerto Rico.
Hey, buenas
Oh,
noches. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
Puerto Rico. Okay.
That's my Spanish pretty good, huh? Not bad.
So we have Jaden
it.
asking, I don't know if we'll be able to give you a direct answer to this question, Jaden, but how much is the simulator? The full cockpit.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so, are you willing to buy it? Well, let's talk. Maybe.
Let's just say, you want to give a number?
Well, no.
Okay.
You asked. It's a good chunk of money. It's definitely not $1,000, not $50,000, and more money than that. Depending on the upgrades you want to do it. For instance, the simulator alone is fixed base, and the outside projectors with the outside program, you're looking to a good $55,000 alone without the simulator. Okay, so you give an idea how things can go up. Now, our seats, you can get the original seats for a 777. You can get a lot of parts original. You can get some parts are replicas, P3D, not P3D, 3D printers making. So, but you know, the sky's the limit. Did you win the lottery? Do you have a lot of money? Come and talk to us. We're definitely interested. If you want to support us, by all means.
So we have a client on TikTok from 6 to 7 years ago named Aviation Safe Space, saying that he flew with you guys 6-7 years ago. So
Right
shout
here?
out. Yep.
Right on. Hey,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
good. Great.
Right on.
All right.
Did you fly with both of us or one of us? Could be more
it
than
has
once.
to be one or the other.
Yeah, or could be both. It says both of us. Both of us or just
maybe
one?
1 hour.
Yeah, well, different days.
So we
Yeah.
have football edit
Hey, football.
saying, look at those stars.
Beautiful, isn't it? Let me turn this light off here. And you know what? I'm just going to turn just for a little bit the lights off. And just for the fun of it, Ryan, if you don't mind, can you turn the
Yeah.
back light off just a little bit? Look at that.
Well, it's pretty dark now in the cameras.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
I know the cameras can't see it. That's why we have the lights on, guys. But look at the view the pilots would have, okay? And of course, I can dim down the lights a little bit more, okay?
Just a quick preview of what it would look like, but we got to bring the lights back for you guys so that the camera can pick
Yeah.
up the details.
There's a light.
Vince on YouTube is asking, is the 777 fly-by-wire?
Yes, it is. Hi, Vince. How are you? Fly by wire.
So, fly-by-wire, that's another, like, I guess you don't want to get it confused with Airbus. Because Airbus is autopilot and systems, if you call it fly-by-wire, right? So,
Well, it's controlled by electrical
Yeah.
inputs. Boeing has it too, but I'm not too sure. But I think Boeing still uses a little different system, not wire, but how is it? Okay, fly-by-wire is electrical, but I think they still have it hooked up to hydraulics. So in case the electric system fails, they will have a little
Yeah.
bit of control of the
So
hydraulic.
fly-by-wire initial, all it means is basically, well, the 777 is Boeing's first quote-unquote fly-by-wire
Yeah,
plane,
so they didn't let go of it completely.
which is it's just an electronic system that replaces the conventional manual flight controls of the aircraft. So it's basically mainly computer function, right? So that's
The-
what fly-by-wire means.
The only difference I think, I'm going to do this quick, is
Please
on,
do.
on the Airbus, it's joystick. Everybody knows. So when you move one joystick, the other one doesn't move. But when you move the one yoke, the other yoke moves.
Yeah.
Right, so
So
there's more
basically,
manual,
it's more of a
mechanical connection
But I
on
think
both.
Yeah.
I think that okay, we got a message. Fuel low in center.
In
So
center. So we're
it
gonna-
means I'm just gonna show you guys before we quickly do it here for the fuel, and I show mine as well. We got 2 tons of fuel on the center tank. So I'm gonna turn off the pumps, and guys gonna see the green line turn it off. Look at that. Now I'm gonna do on the right pump, same thing. Now the 2 engines are being fed from the left main tank and right main tank.
And Claudio, those 2 tons, it will be gradually. There's a different pump that's hidden that will pump it into the other tanks. Okay, so the 2 tons won't stay there by the time we land.
Right, it's automatic.
Yes.
So we have a comment from AGN saying, hello, crew.
Hello, Adrian. How are you?
Not
Hello.
Adrian, AGN.
Adrian. Oh, I'm so sorry.
So he says, hello, crew. Can a flight engineer also fly when needed?
There is no flight engineer.
The flight engineer is
So,
kaput.
Well,
It's gone.
it looks like there is one, but in flights nowadays, there actually is that role has been eliminated.
Eliminated.
Yeah, by the
Now-
computer.
Now,
Mainly
don't get-
because there's a computer, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They might be if they're having a little issue with the plane, which is not a
Well, you
know.
can see it in many examples back in the day. If there was an emergency or something, the flight engineer actually comes up to the center console and helps.
Right, but if there's an issue with the plane and they want to find out more, like some issues, you can't track it on the ground, so the plane has to be flying. So yes, there will be a flight engineer or an engineer, not flight
Technician
technician
nowadays, yeah.
in the plane. Yes, but other than that, no.
Guys.
only 2 of us.
Guys, a flight engineer was on the older planes when they didn't have the computer. So the computer took over the flight engineer's job. So we started the descent already. As Gabriel was explaining, I had to follow the flight plan. So
Okay.
we already flying to our next waypoint, which is called Charlie India 12 Lima, and it's 67.4 nautical miles. We already supposed to be there at 2,000 feet. Right now we are 26.6 descending. And Gabriel, descent checklist, please.
Okay. Descent checklist. Seatbelt signs.
Seatbelt signs are on. We never took it off.
We
For
never took it off.
passengers, they wanted to go to the
That's right.
no washroom on this flight.
We're gonna be in trouble for that one.
I know, huh?
Altimeter.
Altimeter
Altimeters.
is still on standard.
Okay. Reference speeds.
Reference
We
speed.
gotta
Let's
do
go
that.
for the
You
reference
wanna do
speed.
that? Okay.
Okay, so
So we're gonna.
reference speed will be we're going to be landing on flaps 30, and VREF speed will be 134, not VREF speed, reference speed.
Yep.
For landing 134, which shows right there in the green with flaps 30.
Okay. So the next one is auto brakes. Which one you want to use?
We're
2
going
or
to use
3?
auto brakes on 3.
3. Correct. And recalls. Any
Recalls.
right now?
No
We're
recalls,
all
and I
clear?
see the caution light, but as already checked, I can turn it off.
So arrival briefing. Now.
Good. So let's go for
We're
the
gonna go
runway
through
we're
that.
landing.
Okay.
Yes. So
runway. There's runway 12 left.
12 left,
Yeah. It's
and
on
I'll go
the
to
leg-
legs.
legs.
Okay. So 12 left.
Yep.
If we have a problem of misapproach, we're gonna fly direct to Delta 043 Hotel. Then we keep at 3,000 feet, and we hold there and wait for instruction at a speed of 250 knots.
Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit to that. Now you notice Claudio didn't have a chart in front of him, but when we usually in this section we usually have a chart with us, and we read through the whole chart, and that's how we do our landing briefing. Okay,
And
Uh,
we're gonna prepare our next videos.
we can
soon.
do that. Yeah.
We're gonna start having our shorts as well and show you guys how the more professional way should be done.
And the charts will be good here now because our minimums. So now we have to come up with the minimums. Usually it's 200, 250, right?
Yep.
Minimums means
Decision height.
height.
We're gonna say 300.
300?
Okay. Already said.
Okay, so
Mine's with
Claudia
300.
put it 300. I'm going to put mine at 300.
And you guys can see right there, radio 300 in green. That's minimum. That's decision height. If the plane is not ready or not stable, everything is not ready. If there's a plane on the runway by that altitude, we have to go around.
Or if it's foggy
Or if it's
and we don't see the
something-
runway
or if you're not comfortable.
and you're not comfortable, yes. Okay, there's standard again.
Standard.
Yep.
Go for it.
All right, so that's it. The descent checklist complete. And then we have the approach after.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just give a shout out to HMSimRT2 on YouTube. Says hello.
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 How are you?
What's the name?
Is it me you're looking for? I don't think so.
What
I keep saying that, huh?
HMSimRT2.
How you doing? Where you watching us from? Talk to us.
So we have Brandon Harper on TikTok saying he wants to visit Canada to see the sim now.
Please do.
Come on on.
Come on.
it.
We're here.
We have Chris Rock saying this is awesome to watch on TikTok.
Cool.
And we have Dixon Sider saying, are you planning on a Cat 1, 2, or 3 landing?
So right now, good question.
Yes, very good
Because
question.
we didn't talk about the weather. So what's the weather forecast for the landing, Captain?
Good question. We don't know
We don't know.
right now. No.
Yeah.
But there is other ways of finding out the weather.
Well,
We're not really prepared for that.
In the sim, you can set custom weather, and right now it's fair weather.
Fair weather
so
right
it's,
now.
it's safe to assume we're doing a Cat 1,
Yes.
which is
Cat 1.
the
Category
higher the
1.
Cat, the lower the
A normal,
visibility.
a normal
Yeah.
landing.
Yeah.
A normal landing.
Normal ILS landing.
Yes.
So Michael is watching from Germany from YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, guten Tag.
Oh.
Guten Tag.
How are you? That's
Ah.
pretty far away. Wow.
What time is it in Germany right now, Michael?
It's 4 hours ahead of us, I guess. They also have summer daylight savings that we have, so
It's already
And the
changed.
less-
It's already changed.
change it as well.
It's 5
Yeah.
hours. So it's what?
5 hours?
No, his Germany is more.
It's
So
9
I
hours.
would say-
9
I
o'clock
would say
here.
6 hours difference. Am
No,
I correct?
5.
No,
More? 6.
It's usually 5 to
So
Europe.
there you go. He says it's 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
3 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours.
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, man. You still up?
We have.
Is he a simmer? Are you fly sim at home?
There you go, Michael. Do you fly the sim? So we have Edgar. So Claudio, it's a good time to explain what UFLY is. He's asking, can we actually use the sim?
Yes,
we
you
go.
can.
There-
By
yeah.
all means. That's how we pay our rent. Come on. You can check our website, www.uflysimulator.ca. You can check our Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok. What else can we
YouTube.
check? YouTube.
YouTube. yeah.
Most important, YouTube. And you can check in person. You can come over here. The door's always open. If you're nearby, come on, check us out. If we do have a client flying here, that's why we're doing the live stream at night. It doesn't interfere with the company procedure during the day with the clients. Okay? That's why we're going to try to do every Friday evening. But if you do come during the daytime and we have a client flying the simulator, the doors in the back are going to be closed. But we have a glass so you can see through the outside.
So we have a comment from Patrick Redmond from TikTok.
Hey,
saying,
Patrick.
this is awesome. I love
you.
flying.
Thank you. So do we.
So Michael says he's not a flight simmer, so I guess he's just enjoying the stream.
Cool. So next Friday, come on again.
Yeah.
Every
Well,
Friday.
Maybe after this he's gonna check it out.
Yeah. So as we can see, we're approaching 11,000 feet, and the computer ready by the program, it slowed us down to 240. Right now, we are 284, and we can see the red window, the magenta window here from the max to the minimum and 240, and the plane is slowing down 10,000 feet. Perfect. We are
And,
still descending to 2,000.
Okay, so Claudio, why did the plane slow down? Can you tell me the reason? Or
Maximum, the maximum speed above 10,000 feet is 250.
below 10,000 feet is
Below,
250.
yeah.
All right, so people can understand that.
Let's give a shout out to Fahad on TikTok.
Hi, Fahadat. How are you?
Fahada, how are you?
He says, "I love y'all." So much
you.
love back to Fahad.
Thank you.
We have N Zazai asking, when is the landing?
Soon.
Very soon. We're
Very
just,
soon. You guys can see here.
we are gonna pick up the
23 nautical miles to the final leg, and then excuse me guys, just gonna go back here. From that it will be another 6 nautical miles.
yeah. So we're just approaching the center line of the runway. As you, I don't know if they can see it. They can see it. Can't see it. But and then we're gonna pick up the they call it a waypoint to the ILS, and then from there we'll do the final approach. So it's pretty close.
We have a comment from Eric saying, "I want to see if my hours on Microsoft Flight Sim pays off." So we'll come find out.
Right on.
That's right. Come and find out. Yeah.
Okay, we have a comment from Vince on YouTube saying, "Does the 787 have the same type rating as the 777?" No, it does not.
No.
The 787 is even more technologically advanced.
Yeah, it has more.
The cockpit of the 787 is way more screens.
I find
I mean, they're similar, but the 787 definitely needs its own training.
Yeah.
I find with 787, they're same information, doubled and tripled and quadrupled all over the panels. That's what I look at. You ever notice that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too blessed to be stressed says 10,000 hours for a pilot license, right? I only have 3.
Well, you got lots to go.
But you already have lots. 3,000 hours.
Yeah, it's
Pretty good.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
Fahad on TikTok is asking, where are you guys right now?
Claude, you can.
We
say that.
already almost in Cancun.
Or we
Okay.
are. Where are we in the flight?
Yeah.
In the
Okay.
flight, we're approaching a base leg, coming to a final leg in another 12 nautical miles. And Gabriel, can you just slow us down to 200, please?
200.
So just set at 200 speed.
Oh, well, you got to get it out of here. So.
Yes. So press it here.
All right.
There you go.
Do it that way.
Slow us down. And I'm going to use the speed brakes a little bit. And you can see the speed brake message extended. Shows right there. And if I still can show the outside, I don't think it's going to show. No. It has
too
to
dark.
be daytime,
Too
yeah.
dark. We'll definitely get a view once we get closer to the airport of the lights. Wallpapers asks, is this a ship or a plane?
A plane.
It's an airplane. No.
And I can see the runway right there.
Josh
Okay,
asks,
flaps one, please, Gabriel.
Flaps one.
Josh asked, where would you guys be landing? So we just answered that, but Claudia, where are we landing?
We landed in Cancun, Mexico. Arriba, 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 muchacho and muchachas.
We have Pamela saying, I want to be a pilot now.
Let's slow down
And
to
there you
180.
go.
180 first and
180.
flaps 5. I do that for you. Done. You're right. You're doing the flaps first.
Yeah.
My mistake.
All right, guys, so we're going to hold off on questions because they're getting very close to landing now, which is a critical time. And if we have time at the end, once we park the plane at the gate, we'll answer some more questions, okay? The outside? Yeah, I showed outside, but it's too dark.
Put a little. We can put a little lighter, but. Want to put a little lighter so you can see the approach?
Yeah, once
No.
they line up.
I don't know. You wanted to change the time,
Yeah, just go to.
Ryan?
No, leave it
No,
nighttime.
it's-
We have runway lights, so once
Yeah.
you guys line up, I'll
Yeah.
show a quick view.
All right.
Okay. Landing checklist, please.
Oh, you didn't change.
Let's slow down to 150 and flaps 15. Right there.
You got
Good.
that? All right. So lights.
On.
Says on lights.
Runway lights on.
Gear down. You don't want to put the gear down just yet.
Gear down. We can do that.
We can
Gear
do that.
down.
Speed brakes armed.
Arm.
Right here.
Auto brakes on 3 and speed brake
And,
is armed.
And flaps. Flaps. We have now flaps set to 20.
25.
And then we'll keep on going. Landing checklist complete.
See, guys, how we are here? That's the turn.
Got quieter. See? The engines are
Yeah.
on almost idle.
Here we go. We're now entering the
We're-
final leg. Coming up, the autopilot's flying following the magenta line, which is the flight plan, and you can see that through the LNAV and VNAV. Okay. Final flap speed, please, and VREF speed +5.
Feed +5. Okay. So now, Claudio, I don't think we have a complete ILS here, so you might have to
Yeah.
bring it in. But it looks like we do have a VNAV.
So APP, please. APP set.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see how that will work.
It's still at the bottom here, see?
Yeah.
So get ready to take control.
My friend, I have control. I have control.
Okay.
I have control.
You have control.
Okay. Talk to me.
Third time's the charm.
I thought he was
It's the
asking me.
pizza. It's
I
the
thought you were asking me.
pizza.
I'll have control.
It's definitely the pizza.
No, I understood. I'll have control. Not I have
the
control.
pizza's
No,
fog in the
I
brain.
wasn't asking. I was saying, but you have to confirm.
Okay.
I do see a caution light. Can you
Yeah. So
do
there's
the
there's
recall? Can do the recall here, Gabriel? No recalls?
no recalls.
Oh, turn the caution lights off, please.
I'm seeing something here that maybe I can correct it.
Okay, I have visual on the
Left.
runway.
It's just the airport, Gabriel.
I
It's-
think
have
it is,
visual.
isn't it?
I have visual.
You have visual. Okay.
Yes, runway in sight.
Runway in sight.
1000, stable, continue.
L nav left, and you have to. Okay. Yeah, just not to
Yeah,
worry.
this is one of the things that we have to change. I'm going to put that on the list to correct that.
Approaching 1, 2.
Well, let's see if I can.
Gabriel?
view
Focus
one.
on the landing, Gabriel.
Yeah, I know. It's easy to do. There we go. Better? That
Yes,
better?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing my job.
Yes, please do.
No, it's just not lined up physically in the.
No,
No,
it's a way to correct this on the program. And I've seen the IT guy doing it, not Leandro, the other one. And I gotta learn to do that. A few airports does not line up, and that's the program itself. Okay.
Unfortunately, we can't turn off the lights in the cockpit freedom because otherwise you guys won't
Don't
have
see
a view.
nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Runway inside, continue.
Yep.
Look at this at 40 feet.
Yep.
Comes to idle.
goes
Look at
back.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
We got spoilers.
Reverse thrust on green.
All green. Spoilers are up.
$80.
80 knots. 40. And
And now you
Let's
know
see
what
we
the
have.
pilots do at this time?
Short runway.
They put their hands behind their ears, waiting for the clappings. Yeah. All right. Okay, I have control here. So we're going to clear the runway to the left. Gabriel, can you turn the APU on, please?
Yes, sir.
Guys, you can see there's our exit right here. I'm gonna follow this yellow line here. Where's my yellow line? Oh, that's for the other way. Yeah, next one.
I got
That
next
far
one.
away? That's a close turn for us.
Can you give me that page, Claudio?
Which page you want it?
The start. Oh, the other side, the other one.
Yeah, you can.
There we go.
Oh, here is my exit.
It didn't start.
Okay, here's my exit.
Now it started. Just want to confirm.
That's me.
One more time.
Look at the terminal. All right, Gabriel, can you turn the strobe lights off? Tax lights on, please. Tax lights on. Great. Runway lights off. Landing lights off. Off. Okay, flaps up, please. And auto brakes to off position. And spoilers are down and locked, right?
Okay.
Yes, after landing checklist, please.
APU. We turned it on. I did. Check.
And
Anti-ice.
it's almost there.
Anti-ice. It says off.
Off.
Flag.
External lights as required. So that we did that. Rudder. Oh, I mean radar is off.
Radar is off right
Auto
here.
brakes. Auto brakes are off. Auto brakes off.
Auto brakes off. Check.
Speed brakes
Off. Down.
down. Flaps up.
Flaps up. Check.
And transponder
Transponder off.
is off. All right.
Okay. Landing checklist is complete.
Yeah, we need the. Yeah, but he needs to upgrade the internet first. Put the speed first, because the amplifier won't be enough. It is, yeah, the main one. No, I tested the router itself. His package is only 3010, so it needs at least 50/50 download, 50 upload, because the upload for streaming is the main one.
There's our gate right there.
So, we have any more questions there?
Just some closing comments. So Michael says goodbye from Germany. So we
Oh.
say goodnight to Michael.
Good night,
Bye, Michael. Good night.
Thank you for joining us.
Once again, freedom of flight. I'm sorry we couldn't turn off the lights for you there, but just so you can actually see what's going on. We have Oreste on YouTube asking, are you guys operating QFE or QNH over that airspace? So QNH would be your barometer, but it's in 29. What are we at now? 29.91
barometer pressure?
2991, yeah.
Yeah, 2991.
inches.
It's usually 2992. It's a standard, and so we don't have to go to find out the barometer pressure because it's a simulator.
Parking
It's not
brake
real.
set.
It's not really in real weather. We leave it at 2992. That's
Okay,
why.
so APU is running. Okay, I'm just gonna go back there. Now we do have the ground crew already secured the plane, and they told us to shut down the engines. So right engine shut down, left engine shut down.
Beacon,
Okay.
so the doors can close.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we get it.
I believe they open, right?
All right. Yes. So now shutdown checklist, please.
So let's say goodbye to Pamela, saying it's 10 a.m. in the Philippines.
Hi, Pamela in the Philippines. How are
10
you?
10 a.m. Okay. Breakfast time.
Breakfast time.
Yeah, so sorry to some of the viewers on TikTok here. I know the stream was lagging near the landing, and we will be upgrading our internet very soon.
Yes, go
All
for it.
right. So fuel controls are shut off. Parking brake is set.
Yeah.
Seatbelt signs are off.
Seatbelt signs off. So fuel pumps off.
Okay, hydraulic system off.
Off.
Fuel pumps off. Beacon is off of already. Yeah.
Yeah. Beacon is
And
off.
flight directors are
Off.
off.
Auto throttles off. Flight directors
Okay.
off.
And
parking brake is now down. They have the block shocks holding the tires already. Plane
Log-
is secured.
And logbook complete.
It's complete, and we're
And,
gonna open the door behind us.
There you go.
And as you can see, I'm gonna change for the doors on both screens. They are already starting to open the doors. And Captain, pleasure flying with you once
Pleasure
again.
flying with you.
Very good.
All right,
Just-
so closing statements. So for arrest day, he says QFE means height above ground. Some airspace have QFE. I do believe we're flying Mexico airspace, which is similar rules as the U.S., so it should be QNH, not QFE. I think only a couple airspaces in the world use QFE.
okay.
It's usually inch.
We have Swoo asking,
Yeah.
is this pre-recorded?
No.
No, it's not. We are live.
Live
We're-
stream.
we're
Live
live
stream.
stream.
Live stream, ma'am.
No editing here, so we apologize if we kind of, you know,
If you
too much joking.
if you made a mistake.
if I made a mistake.
We have Big Papa asking, is there an eject button?
Yes, there is.
Oh, we
Yeah.
do. We do have one.
You wanna see it?
No.
No, so to answer seriously, no. This is not a fighter jet.
No.
Not a fighter jet.
He really wants to get rid of me. Don't listen to me.
But guys, a pleasure flying with you, Gabriel, Captain Gabriel.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you guys watching us. Thank you very much for all the views, all the comments, all the questions. I hope we have provide you guys some entertainment tonight. You have enjoyed it. Please see some exclusive videos on our YouTube channel. You won't see anywhere else. Only a YouTube channel at UFLY Simulator. And please check our website if you are in Canada or coming to Canada or planning to come to Canada. We are located nearby the airport. Very easy to get here. We do operate from Tuesdays to Sundays. Mondays are day closed. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching us. Claudio Texeira here. And
Gabriel Da Silva here, and we'll see you next time.
until next Friday. For
Yeah.
sure, we'll be here again. Take care, guys. Good
Have a
night.